Hello everyone! Today I want to share with you how I make Ossetian pie with beet greens. Beet greens are full of nutrients and these pies are so delicious. Whenever you have some greens left over from the beet, make these yummy pies you won't regret. And let's get started. We're gonna create a good environment for the yeast. Get half of a cup of warm water about 90 degrees in Fahrenheit. Add half of a teaspoon of dry yeast. Add 1 teaspoon of sugar. And add 1 teaspoon of flour. Give that a quick mix. And you can cover it with a plastic wrap and let it sit for about 15 minutes so the yeast will start to ferment. And this is what I got after 15 minutes. You can see all that bubbly foam formed on top. Get a medium-sized bowl and add that to the bowl. Add 1 cup of flour. Add half of a teaspoon of salt. And add 1/4 of a cup of olive oil. And start mixing the dough until you get a smooth, soft dough structure. It took me about 5 minutes of mixing. Cover it with a plastic wrap or a damp towel and prove it for about 1 hour until it doubles in size. Here I have some pre-washed beet leaves and you'll need about 1 cup, and if you can weigh them, it's going to be about 80 grams. I'm using 1 cup of pressed leaves, so you really have to press it in there. And 1 cup of feta cheese. And please don't skip this step. You have to press the leaves so they will decrease in size. That will help to fit more topping inside the pie. You can see how much the leaves decreased in size, so that's really good. The dough is kind of moist, so you really have to use some flour on the board you'll be working with the dough. And this is how beautiful the dough looks about 1 hour later. Be gentle with the dough, and we're trying to roll out the dough with our hands to a circle about 1/2 inch thick. Add the filling to the center. Spread it even. We really want to have it laying flat and about 1 inch away from the edges. And now we'll collect all the edges to the center. And kind of seal it with your hand. Use a little flour, and we're trying to spread the filling inside the pie. So really you have to use the hand technique to make it thinner. Flip it over and do the same with the other side. And you can always shape it with your hand to a more perfect circle if you have to. And this last step is also important. You have to make a little hole in the center of the pie. That will help the steam to escape and help the pie to breathe. My oven is preheated to 500 degrees Fahrenheit and this pizza stone is hot. And I'll be baking mine for about 8 minutes. If you don't have a pizza stone, you can also bake it on a regular tray. And I'll brush some butter on top. It'll make the pie look more attractive and it'll make the crust softer. This pie will be always one of my top favorites, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you subscribe, it makes me happy, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye!